Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shakika binti Abdurrahman and my matric number is 1192321. Today we will be presenting the impact of rising the oil prices in Malaysia. As we all know, Malaysia is the second largest country in Southeast Asia and also the second largest exporter in oil production. It is because it's located on the strategic route of for marine energy trade. Therefore, we have made an analysis of oil prices in Malaysia. We have been observing timelapse begin 2007 until 2019. There are two events happen including the global financial crisis in the middle of 2007 until 2009, and next on the 2019 we have it is causes by COVID-19. The global financial crisis happened at November 2007. This event give impact on oil sector. In addition, the price of oil was 306.67 on November 2007, was higher than previous month. It was 276.94. The price became erratic until 2008. In the May 2009, the price of oil was increased until 204.83, and it remains stable starting August. In 2019, Malaysia suffered economic recession as a result from COVID-19 pandemic and the Movement Control Order or MCO. The difference in oil prices between May and June is 29%. Thank you.
Next, we move to dig further about global financial crisis in 2008. So basically, in 2006, oil prices started to rise for the first time in decades. The price reached $75 per barrel throughout the quarter year. And then, the price dropped back to $60 per barrel by the yearly part of 2007 before rising steeply back again to $92 per barrel by October 2007. This rising prices is due to the suspend that occurred in Eastern Turkey and the depreciation in dollar America. But it's not too long because by June 2008, the price of oil touched $142 per barrel. Meanwhile, by October 2008, price had to fluctuate again below $70 per barrel and close below $60 per barrel on November 2008. Next, we move to recession 2019. This recession was due to coronavirus pandemic and closed down procedure, which is also known as MCO. According to World Bank forecast, the global economy will fall by 5.2% during this pandemic period, this also may be known as a deepest recession that occurred since the Second World War, because the economic activity among advanced economies is expected to fall 7% during last year, as domestic demand and supply, trade and finance have been awfully contained. The country with severe implications caused by this pandemic indeed received a huge blow, whereas occurred heavy reliance on global trade, tourism, commodity export, and external financing. However, since the magnitude of this disruption will vary from region to region, all EMDEs have underlying this weakness that are magnified by external shocks. By the way, my name is Nur binti Othman. My matrix number is 1192304.
I am your Aina Yahaya, matrix number 2303. Let's proceed with interpreting findings. The first paragraph is to show that oil prices too affected by the global financial crisis 2008. For Malaysia itself, this oil price increase had to be done to reduce subsidy bond by the government for public transport improvement. As an oil exporter, Malaysia get the opportunity to increase its export income, but still burdening low-income group. that have vehicle. The second paragraph is to show that oil prices too affected by the coronavirus pandemic 2019. COVID-19 brings uncertainty for the global oil and gas market as a combination of supply and demand shocks has sent oil prices plunging and financial markets tumbling. So, to solve the problem, for global financial crisis 2008, the government introduced fiscal expansionary amounted to 7 billion ringgit. Bank Negara Malaysia used monetary expansion in cushioning financial system. While recession 2019, the government plans to maintain fiscal stimulus by enhancing spending in 2021 budget for 322.5 billion ringgit.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anis Farihah binti Hamiyah and my metric number is 1192325. Now move on to the prospect from the analysis. In the macroeconomic level, the increase in oil prices will inevitably cause the prices of gasoline to rise as well. Since gasoline prices increase and households are likely to purchase them, this means that there will be less spending in the other sections of goods and services. That is why, as you can see from both of diagrams, when oil prices spike, we may expect for the gasoline prices to increase as well due to circumstances coming earlier from both businesses and households. While in the macroeconomic level, the rising of oil prices will lead to inflation and reduce economic growth. As I've said earlier, the increase in the cost of productions for petroleum products would gradually affect the other prices for variety of goods and services, as producers may have to pass the production costs to their consumers. In 2019 recession, the shrinking oil and gas sector had a negative impact on the Malaysian economy, whereby the long period of downturn in the oil prices impact the global growth to be weak and the domestic demand to be soft. So what are the strategies that government of Malaysia can do is that they must be able to develop economic and fiscal diversification, hitherto in weakening the correlation between oil prices and the Malaysian ringgit in the future. For example, the government have accommodated monetary policy alongside employed income supporting measures such as Bantuan Rakyat One Malaysia or BRIM in the late 2014-2016. Other than that, linking SMEs to intensify export promotion, increase tourism receipts, and taking control of its existing and forthcoming international trade agreements like the Asian Economic Community AEC may also help bring the potential advantages to cater to the oil prices movements. That is all from us. Thank you so much for listening.